Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're coming at me from. So we're going to be looking at texture, and texture is all about the layers of instruments a song has, and this will always change throughout a song, as it's a good way of keeping us interested in music. So you can't say a song is particularly one type of thick or thin texture. It often changes, although you can comment on how many instruments texture a song does have. So when we think about texture, those of you who've had your Year 7 lesson with me know that we think about rather be. And in that song, if you think back to it, it starts off with a thin texture with only a couple of instruments. So we've only got two instruments there. And we just start off with only a couple of instruments. But by the time it gets to the chorus, it is a thick texture. There's lots of instruments going on, lots of things happening. So we had loads of instruments going on there, and compared to the beginning of the song, that was a thick texture, whereas the beginning of the song had a thin texture. And remember, this song actually builds up in texture. With each new section of the song, another instrument gets involved. So we start building it up. So we can actually think about how that looks, and we start off with just the strings at the beginning, and then we added the voice, which carries on throughout the song. We also then had the bass and the drums, and you can see that building up and up. By the time we get to that chorus section here, okay, we've got loads of instruments going on, we've got the strings back, and loads of things are happening. And so texture is all about the layers of instruments. How many layers of instruments are happening at once?